Well, hello, amazing business owners. Welcome back to Business Straight Up, the podcast for creatives and business owners and photographers who actually want to make a living doing what they love. Because you know what? The cliche of the starving artist can suck it. I'm so glad you're here today. I have a solo episode for you today with something that's been kind of on my heart, and you know that I like to share what I'm really thinking about and what I really feel inspired to share instead of what I should do. So this is episode 50. I am so excited. It is a milestone episode for me. It's so funny. I was asking, should I celebrate it? Like, does it really matter? And so many of my podcast friends said, absolutely celebrate it. Why the hell not? And I could not agree more. So, episode 50. Here we go. I'm going to talk today about 3 things you must know about marketing and sales. Because you know what? We have a lot of BS stories when it comes to marketing and sales that we need to get rid of if you want to be a successful business owner. We need to let those go. They don't serve us well at all. So we are going to chat all about the 3 things you must know about marketing and sales. Don't worry, we're not going to go into like a checklist of all the things you need to have in place. This is a little note of encouragement, a blessing, maybe a little bit of a kick in the pants. Just know it's done with love. And let's chat. Hey there, awesome people. I am Brooke Summer, and you are listening to Business Straight Up, the podcast for creative entrepreneurs to learn, connect, grow, and build the business and life that they dream of. Welcome, let's get going and dive right in. Welcome back, amazing business owners, to another episode of Business Straight Up, the podcast for business owners, entrepreneurs, photographers, creatives, anyone who wants to actually make a living doing what they love to do. This is going to be the first podcast episode in quite a while that I have not written out entirely in advance. So if I stumble with my words, I ask for your grace and forgiveness ahead of time. So thanks in advance for that. This is episode 50, y'all, and I am super excited. I haven't had a new episode for a couple of weeks, and that has been intentional. Anyone who knows me knows that I really want to share what's on my heart. I don't have any interest in sharing what I'm supposed to share or doing what I'm supposed to do. Basically, if you tell me I have to do something, I'm going to tell you to F off. I do what I want. And that kind of happens entirely throughout my business and my life everywhere. Technically, this episode should have hit right around the election. That was such a heavy time. I know I posted on Facebook about being politically homeless, and I so felt it. Such a heavy time. But I didn't want to add more onto your heart when it came to the election time and the stress that came with it for so many people. So I took a little break, and we are back today to celebrate episode 50. I feel like I need like a noisemaker, one of those weird things. I don't have anything. I'm just in my office. But I really wanted to focus on some core ideas and core beliefs today. So if you think about the number 50 when it comes to birthdays, it is said to be the golden birthday. And I wanted this episode to be a foundational understanding of some concepts that I see missing or maybe skewed a little bit in the small business community when it comes to marketing and sales. No, I'm not going to walk you through a 5-step marketing strategy. Today's episode, we're going to talk about a few things that you absolutely must know when it comes to marketing and sales to have a successful, profitable, and sustainable business. If you look at other meanings for the number 50, one of them that supposedly is the, quote, angel meaning says this: Angel number 50 is a message from your guardian angels telling you about the positive changes that will be coming your way in the near future. The changes that are coming are sure to improve your life in a variety of ways, increasing your personal freedom as well as your opportunities. Now, if you just heard that and you rolled your eyes because you don't believe in angels, don't worry, I got you. I know everyone has different beliefs, and I really just typed in the symbolism of the number 50 into Google, and I was really interested in what came up. But that is what this episode is going to be all about, because the bottom line is that after this year, which has been a very heavy year for so many of us, there will be positive changes if you start to change your mindset and beliefs around some of the core necessities when it comes to running a business, like marketing and sales. So That is what this episode is all about. 3 things I want you to know and really embrace. Like, don't just hear them in your head, feel them in your heart, really know them when it comes to marketing and sales and the roles that these 2 things play in your business. So let's start at the top, shall we? Number 1, marketing and sales are absolutely essential in a successful, profitable, and sustainable business. I have found in working with students in the past few months and business owners in Facebook groups that there is a big disconnect when it comes to marketing and sales. They go hand in hand, and so many people have this negative connotation when it comes to these things. Like, we have a story in our brains that they are somehow bad, or that in doing either of them, you're bothering someone or taking advantage of people. I'm not really sure where this comes from, other than the scam artists who are legit trying to take advantage of people. But the simple fact is, if you are worried about that at all, that is not you. Just the fact that you are concerned about taking advantage of someone tells me that you're probably not taking advantage of someone, because guess what? The people that are actually doing that don't care. They're not thinking about it. They're excited. They don't care that they're going to hurt someone. And if you care about that, that is not you. Here's the reality. And this is like a mic drop statement right here that I say all the time. Sometimes people don't like to hear it. You can be the best at what you do, but if you can't market yourself, you won't be doing it for long. Another perspective, if you are the most amazing at whatever it is you do, and you want to offer your clients an unmatched level of service, you are being selfish by not marketing and offering what it is that you do. So that one has been really hard for me to accept in the past. Most of you know my first love when it comes to business is boudoir photography, which is absolutely a luxury service. No one is going to die if they do not get a boudoir session, right? But this is a luxury service that is insanely powerful and can show women a side of them that they haven't seen in a very long time, if at all. What I do in boudoir photography reminds women of their value, of their power, and of their inherent badassery. And really knowing that makes it really, really easy to talk about when it comes to marketing. And sales? I'm just offering them products and services that they might want, that might serve them. They have the option to say no. Sales is just an offer of what you do. You're not coercing anyone to say yes. You're not sliding into someone's home to be a creeper to try to get them to buy whatever it is that you offer. Sales is just an offer. That's it. And if that feels sleazy to you, consider this. Everything that you are surrounded with right now, clothes, phones, earbuds, cars, shoes, maybe an iced coffee next to you. I know right now I have Christmas ornaments next to me that I need to fix because they've been sitting on my desk. All of those things were sold to you. You may not see it that way because there are several different marketing tactics that businesses use, like Nike having a giant swoosh on a billboard. They don't have to say anything else. They just put that swoosh there and you see it. And whether you realize it or not, your brain internalizes that. Everything you own in your home, unless every single thing was given to you, was at one time sold to you. And even if it was given to you, it was sold to the person who gave it to you. Everything is sales. We have this idea that it's like super slimy or super shady to sell to someone. All it is an offer, and everything that we have has been sold to us at one point or another. Here's one thing that's kind of hard to swallow for the eco-friendly people out there who are not in love with consumerism. And I am actually one of those people. Trash really bothers me. I am kind of the recycle crazy in our house. Even that idea was sold to you. That's not something you came into the world knowing. You weren't born knowing how to recycle. That is something that you heard, and maybe you heard someone say something and you searched to learn more. Maybe you found out exactly how you could help. Maybe you did more research to figure it out. Maybe you saw that you needed a particular container to collect your recyclables. So if you're into crazy recycling, like I am, you still bought the container to put that stuff into. It was still sold to you. You still buy the things that go into the recycle bin. That yogurt container, it was sold to you. That orange juice container, it was sold to you. That shampoo bottle, or even if you use the shampoo bars that don't have bottles because you're concerned about plastic trash, guess what? Still sold to you. That is how our culture works. We thrive on sales. Even the people that don't want to be the heavy consumers that are still concerned about the planet and about eco-friendly options, you are still buying things. Things are still sold to you. Everything is sales. So why is it that we feel like sales is slimy? Like somehow we are taking money from someone who wants to pay us. I call bullshit. First, it's not your choice whether they buy from you or not. That's their decision to make and out of your control. And if you think that you have some sort of control over that, you got control issues that you need to deal with because it's none of your damn business what they decide to spend their money on. What you can control is making the offer. After you have figured out how you serve your clients and nailed down your client experience and journey, and you have shared that with the world, and they raise their hand and say, yes, I am in, you can make the offer. That is what you can control. Whether they say yes or no is their decision. Now, there are things you can say that will help them say yes, but whether they say yes or no is their decision. Marketing and sales are absolutely essential to being in business. Otherwise, you just have an expensive hobby. And can I tell you the amount of pushback that I have had in Facebook groups because of saying this? People have told me, oh, I don't have to make money in my business. And I'm like, well, if you're not making money, actually, the IRS does have a definition for that. And the IRS is pretty clear. Their definition from their website, and I quote, any activity carried on for the production of income from selling goods or performing services is a business. Income, okay? They are talking about income. That means money, which means sales. Being in business means the exchange of value for value, which for my amazing service provider listeners means exchanging a service or product, like what you do, for money. It's really, truly that clear. Marketing and sales matter, and ignoring them in your business will mean that you are most likely not going to reach your biggest goals or even the little ones. If you want to be a business owner, step into the idea that marketing and sales are not slimy or weird or shady. The two together are letting people know what you do in marketing and offering them the chance to partake in what you do in sales. That's it. It really, truly is that simple. And we try to make it so complicated, right? We try to add in all of these reasons, the reasons we can't market, the reasons we can't sell. And you know what? Really, these are all just stories in our heads. Choosing to let go of those stories because they don't serve you in your business is insanely powerful. And I really, really want to encourage you to let those go. The biggest mistake most photographers and creative business owners make is thinking that learning another technique or buying new gear or software will bring them success in their business. And I totally understand. I did it too. New gear is always fun, right? New toys. But I wanted to really make a living with my photography business, not just have fun toys. So I devoured every online resource that told me to buy this lens or this preset or this software, and that would be the answer to my problem. And what was my problem? No paying clients. So, question for you. Does every creative or photographer that runs a successful business go out and immediately buy all the new gear? Of course not. If you continue to hold on to the belief that fancy gear or the next new shiny object will help, not only will you not book the clients and customers you want, but you might even have to shut down your business completely and go back to working for someone else to grow their bottom line instead of building your own dreams and supporting your family, doing what you love most in a schedule that allows you freedom to design your life. So how do you grow your business to meet your revenue goals without working yourself into the ground? Good question, right? You start focusing on the business side of running a business because business is ultimately about two things, leads and sales. So how are you getting those leads and sales? Email marketing is one of the most powerful marketing tools available and has helped me grow my multiple six-figure photography business in a niche that is often ostracized in the photography industry. It's also one of the most ignored tools for creatives. Email marketing can allow you to reach out to potential clients where they're at in their inbox and remind them that you have an amazing service to offer them. Starting an email list and actually knowing what the heck to do with it can be scary, but it doesn't have to be. The real question is, do you really want to keep chasing that fancy new gear that's on your wish list, or do you want to learn how to use this unique and powerful marketing tool to book the clients that will actually pay you so you can design your life with the freedom that you really want? Join me for my free masterclass all about email marketing, where we break down this powerful tool and how to actually use it to grow your business and ultimately your revenue and income. You got into business because you love what you do, so let's start building a tool that will allow you to do that, right? Sign up for the masterclass at inboxtobooked.com. That's inboxtobooked.com. Space is limited, so grab your spot. I can't wait to see you in the masterclass and watch your business grow. So on to number 2. What you do matters, and your voice has power. There are people who genuinely love what you do and they want to know more. So I talked earlier a little bit about my boudoir photography and struggling with the idea that what I did really mattered. They're just pictures, right? Wrong. Tell me, do you have anything in your home that appears to be pretty simple and not super special, but to you it is very important? Maybe it's an old necklace that has zero financial value. It's just costume jewelry, but it's from a relative that you loved and you miss. Or maybe it's a table that a special friend built for you before they passed, and you really love it, and every time you look at that table, you think of them. For me, when my grandmother died, my mom gave me her pair of lace gloves, which sounds really odd to say because we're like, we don't wear lace gloves. But back in her day, they were the kind that they used to use to put on stockings so that they didn't get runs in the stockings. I don't know if anyone listening is like, what the hell are you talking about, Brooke? But these gloves are beautiful and I really love them. They're in my jewelry box because they're special to me. You know what? They're probably not worth any money. I don't even know if I could sell them like at a garage sale and get anything for them. And that doesn't matter. I don't care what anyone else thinks. These gloves matter to me. What you do in your business matters. And you might be thinking, oh, I'm just a headshot photographer. Well, what if you take the picture that tips the scales for a business owner and actually taking their business seriously, and they are now able to fund a family trip to Disneyland with their children? What does that mean for those kids? What does that mean for the parents when they get to spend that time with their family because of their business that you helped contribute to? Now, did you build their business? No. But maybe that photo that you took gave them a new sense of confidence, a feeling like they could actually do it. There are ripple effects of everything that you do, whether you realize it or not. And what you do matters. Your voice has power. Marketing yourself, sharing what you do, and how you serve people matters. So here's another truth bomb of glitter that kind of hits me a little bit at times every time that I think about it. There are people who genuinely love what you do and want to know more. I can't remember who said it. It was a quote I saw passing somewhere on social media, but someone said you could be the answer to someone else's prayers, and that really, really hit me. Now, is there a woman out there praying for boudoir photography? Probably not. Maybe. I don't know. But do they pray to have the confidence that they see other people have? Maybe. Do they pray to feel like they actually matter again? Maybe. Do they pray to be able to love their bodies because they don't want to pass the body image issues that they've struggled with for decades onto their daughter? Maybe. Sharing a piece of yourself in your marketing can touch others. Sharing some of your story matters. When you master your messaging and what you do, there are people who will be your biggest cheerleaders, even if they can't work with you right now. I have clients from other states and even other countries that will comment on every post, respond to every email, and encourage others to work with me, even if they can't. They are still cheering me on in my business and encouraging women all around them because they understand my why and they are fully behind it and they are here for it and they are raising their hands and saying, "You go, girl." What you do matters and your voice has power. There are people who genuinely love what you do and are so behind you and they want to know more. We have to get away from this idea that we're bothering people in marketing because nothing can be further from the truth. Guess what? If they don't like what you have to say and they don't want to hear your message, they can turn it off. Again, that is their decision. You have no control over that. They can turn it off. Even on TVs now, we can DVR it, right? I always go through the commercials because I hate commercials. We have the choice to see what we want to see. So accept that there are people who genuinely love what you do and want to see more. Number 3, embracing the power that you have in impacting someone else's life is so important. Remember that saying when we were little? I don't know if they still say it now. Sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me. Yeah, that. I think we've all seen, especially in the past year, the power that words can have. Whether they're coming from a political leader or candidate or someone sharing their experiences of racism or other issues with you, those words matter and they can really impact our lives. When I was searching for a wedding photographer for my own wedding back in 2010, yes, I'm old, I had a list of 3 favorites, these 3 photographers that had gorgeous work, and I was so excited to hear back from them. When I contacted them, I heard back from everyone except for one of them. And they kind of got back with me a little bit later. They weren't very kind. They were just very short with me. And it really shaped how I treat my own clients now. So I thank them for that. But at the time, they weren't very kind to me. I never really understood it. I was someone that legit wanted to give them money. That's every business owner's goal, right? I didn't understand it, but I moved on, found my dream photographer. Not a problem. My wedding photos are absolutely stunning and I still love them when we are coming into 10 years of being married. Years later, I mentioned this to a friend who is a wedding photographer, and she told me, because she knows this person, well, yeah, you're not skinny and blonde. I was absolutely stunned. This wedding photographer had a very specific type of bride that they wanted when it came to body type and looks, and I didn't fit the bill. And here we are 10 years later, and I still have a bad taste in my mouth because of that experience. You never know who you're speaking to. You never know who you're affecting. You never know who your emails will reach at just the right moment or your social media posts. Embrace the power that you have in someone's life and the impact that you can have, and use that power to affect them in an amazing way. Maybe your clients just need a reminder that yes, it's okay to wear that power piece necklace even if they're working from home and no one else sees it. Maybe your clients need to be reminded that even with a new baby, they are worth self-care too, that they were a human before having that baby, and that human still matters. Maybe your clients were supposed to get married in 2020 and had to postpone everything because of COVID, and they're discouraged and they just need a smile. Even if you just have a following of 2 people right now, even if it's just 2 people in the world, you have the power to impact someone. And if you aren't going to step up and embrace that power and influence for those 2 people, why would you have more clients come to you? Consistently serving the clients you have right now, or the followers that you have right now, is crazy important. Whew! How you feeling? So, just to recap, number 1, marketing and sales are absolutely essential in a successful, profitable, and sustainable business. Number 2, what you do matters. Your voice has power. There are people who genuinely love what you do and they want to know more. Number 3, embrace the power that you have in impacting someone's life. It is so important. I hope this is coming into your earbuds today, or maybe on your car stereo running errands, as a blessing. Maybe a little bit of a kick in the pants, but a reminder that your business is not just whatever you do. It's an impact, a service that could potentially affect the clients you love and serve. By the way, crazy side note, we need to remove the way we use just in so many ways. Like, I'm just this is just that, because that's a whole nother episode. And that's a conversation that will take some time to dive into and unpack. So I will save that one for later. But remember that your business is not just whatever you do. You have the opportunity to impact lives in an amazing way. Back when I was doing weddings, many moons ago, I can't even tell you how many times my images were used for funerals because they were the last photos that someone had of their loved one. Even in the time of phone cameras everywhere, right? We all have a camera in our pocket now. They wanted my photo of their grandmother or grandfather or relative and not a phone photo. Those photos meant the world to them. What you do matters. Marketing is just sharing what you do, and sales is just offering what you do to someone who might want to be a part of it. That's it. We need to remove these negative ideas that are attached to both of them. You aren't forcing anyone to read your emails or social posts. You aren't forcing someone to work with you. You are a business owner who has a service or product that has value, and you are asking for money in exchange for the value you provide. That's it. And every time you buy something from a business, even if you're just driving through Starbucks and getting your coffee, they have a product that provides value. Now, whatever that value is to you when it comes to coffee is different for everyone. For me, it's just a little bit of joy. I get to drink it and hang out and chill for a little bit. For some people, it's a wake-up call. But regardless, they are offering a product with value and you are paying money for it, value in exchange. That's it. Standing up to be seen in a world of chaos and noise when it comes to marketing and sales can be a hard pill to swallow sometimes, but knowing these 3 things and really embracing them will make it so much easier. I hope that this is encouragement for you and a blessing for you. If it is a little bit of a kick in the pants, just know it's done with love. To all of the listeners and awesome business owners that have joined me today, thank you so much for pressing play. I am truly honored to spend this time with you. I want you to know that Inbox to Booked, which is my email marketing course specifically for photographers and creatives, will be reopening in December of 2020 next month because it's time to step into that power and start connecting with the clients that really want to work with you, and not only work with you, but actually pay you. Right? Value for value here. If you want first access to this course, go over to inboxtobooked.com and get on the wait list, and you will hear about it first thing. If you are someone that wants to help other people and you know someone who can use this information, please forward this episode over to them. If you are thinking, holy moly, Brooke, this content was amazing. How can I thank you? Can you head on over to iTunes and leave a review? I know it seems small, takes a few minutes, but those reviews help me to know exactly how I can serve you what you need help with, and it helps us to get amazing guests for the guest interviews that I love to do. So hit pause now, leave a review, and if you screenshot your review before hitting submit and email it over to hello@businessstraightup.com, I will send you a free gift. So please leave those reviews so that we can continue kicking ass with great content every week. So to all of my listeners, you know I try not to end podcast episodes without some action steps. So I want to know, what bullshit stories do you have running in your brain about marketing or sales that might be holding you back? What are those things that you hear over and over and over again that might be holding you back from really stepping into your power as a business owner to impact someone's life in an amazing way? I want to know. Let me know in the community at businessstraightup.com/community. Keep moving forward. 2020, man, it's been a year for the books, right? Record books for sure. And 2021 will be our chance to take what we've learned and the growth that we've experienced and move forward to kick ass even more and reach our biggest goals. I can't wait to see what you do with your business and your unique gift and how you can change the world and impact others. So connect with me, and I can't wait to help you out. Thank you so much for listening to Business Straight Up. I'm so glad that you could join us today. Check out the show notes for this and all of the episodes at businessstraightuppodcast.com. And I can't wait to talk with you again. Have a great day.